Welcome to the Notary Educators with Kimmi YouTube channel. Hosts Kimmi and Jeff Nunnally, along with Alexis Franklin, share expert insights to help you launch and grow a successful mobile notary business, no matter what state you are commissioned in. Learn how to become a top-notch loan signing agent and get answers to common notary questions. Explore our all-inclusive $47 monthly training library, plus live weekly online coaching sessions with courses on general notary work, wedding efficient services, remote online notary, ink fingerprinting, apostille, translation services, and I-9 completion. So please remember that Notary Educators LLC is your one-stop shop for notary training. Now sit back and watch Kimmi and crew, and don't forget to subscribe to the Notary Educators with Kimmi YouTube channel for more tips. Take your notary business to new heights.
You cannot do it. So there are going to be plenty of times you have to say no. So being a business owner, and even for me as a notary educator in this space, it's hard to help people sometimes because everybody wants you to say yes. They feel entitled. Any kind of pushback they think you're being mean, you're being rude. No, and part of how I teach, and I'm an educator, is I don't just give you the answer. I'm going to make you work for it, especially if I think you should know that, and even if you are new and I've given you the resources and tools to win, I want you to use those tools, and then I'm coming in as a resource to help you to figure it out. Let's talk it out. Let's coach it out. Let's do it that way. But don't call and ask me, can I take an expired ID? No, I'm going to push you back to your handbook. What does your handbook say? Now, if you have read your handbook and it's still not clear, we can talk it out as two grown women, a grown woman, grown man, business owners. And that's what mentorship is. That's what coaching is. Okay, we can talk it out like that. But, yeah. And I'm not going to allow for disrespect in our group. We are going to have a conversation, but I think we need to really understand what mentorship is and what it is not. And that's why it took me such a long time to offer mentorship, because I already knew what it meant. For the average person, mentorship means I need you to tell me everything to do step by step. I'm not going to open a book. I'm not going to learn anything. I'm not going to try to enhance my skills or learn this business. I want you to tell me every single thing, every step of the way. I'm not your mentor. I'm an educator. And that means you do something, I do something to fill in the gaps. You do something, I do something. Okay? I'm not going to sit here. I don't have time. I'm running my own notary business. I just don't. So once I give you the skills, now you need the tools. You need to kind of look it up yourself. And then we can have a conversation about it. I'm all for it, coming in and tweaking it and, helping you. Well, you know what? Have you thought about it this way? Even with that, I had a conversation with a young lady last week. It's very easy for me to just say, the sky is blue. Yes or no. Do this, do that. That's easy. The hard part is actually educating you where you can go ahead and do it yourself next time, where you don't have to call me. If you have to wait around and call me and ask me every single thing, you will never progress in your business. Because by the time you calling me and asking me, hey, Kimmi, can I do ABC? Hey, Kimmi, how much is this? Hey, Kimmi, hey, Kimmi, hey, Kimmi. By the time you do that, your client is gone. They are gone to the person that know how to handle their business, okay? And that's just facts. That's just facts. They are gone. So you need to learn this business yourself. You don't need to be in Facebook. What does it say? I'm at the signing table, guys, help me out. No, if you have a good knowledge of something, then yeah, that's what we do at Notary Educators, the mentorship program. You get stuck. Matter of fact, we encourage you to prepare your documents before you go out there. How about that? Okay? I want you prepared before you even go out there. Not just get out there and then from the table, you in Facebook talking about what does this mean? And it mean all this asking you is to print your name. That means you don't need to be doing no signings, okay? And I get a lot of slack from you guys about that. Well, I already did one and it went well. I'm happy for you, but you're not going to get a lot of chances where you get a chance to keep on playing with these people and their documents. Okay? I had several people. Well, I already did one and it went well. Like, I got you, Kimmi. You didn't get me. Because if you don't know what you're doing and you're just trying to fake it till you make it and one signing went well and the rest of them did not, who's going to be got in the end? Y'all remember that old Aretha Franklin song, Who's Zooming Who? Okay. So don't ever think you got one over on me. I'm not even here to get one over on you. I'm here to teach you how to be a great notary, how to make money, how to succeed in this business, how to have longevity in this business. That's what I'm here for. What are you here for? What are you here for? Are you here because you want to be spoon-fed everything, or you want to be about your business? Okay? I have 15 different courses, and they are all designed to help you to be the best doggone notary out there. And I know who's done the training, not proper English. Let's rephrase. I know who has completed the training and who has not. Okay? I can tell by the questions you ask if you have done training or not. I can tell. I can tell by the questions that you ask. Now, is there anything wrong with you asking questions? Of course not. Of course not. I ask questions. I still ask questions. But certain things, I already know that you don't know what you're doing. If you put in my Facebook what goes here and it says notary signature or notary's name, you don't need to be doing signings. Okay? I need to do a whole series on that. You don't need to be doing signings. If it's asking you what goes here and it says client's driver's license number and you don't put anything, you don't probably need to be doing signings. Because that's not going to be acceptable. That's an error. You need to take time and read. Read. And a lot of times I may tell you that. I'm going to push back and say, well, did you read the instructions? Or if you put something in here and I'm looking at it, I'm like, you didn't read the instructions. Or you didn't read them with clarity. When I was little, and Jeffrey and I were talking about this the other day, you sure do. You got to read. You got to read. Thank you, Lisa. Yep, you got to. Jeffrey and I was talking the other day, and when we were younger in school, I don't even know if they still do this. Some of you parents might can talk to this. I don't know. But we had a whole week of testing. And I know they still do testing because I know the Atlanta testing thing went bad, a few years ago. So I know they still do testing, but do they still do like reading comprehension? There was a whole section of reading comprehension where you had to read something and you were tested on how well you comprehended it. Okay, reading comprehension. That's lacking today. And I know that with ChatGPT, you can have all these fancy degrees and all this and all that, but sometimes just basic common sense knowledge. And I don't even like to say common sense because I don't like when people say common sense because what's common for me may not be common for you. I hate that term common sense. But if you don't have a basic understanding, let's say that, if you don't have a basic understanding of certain things, then you don't know it. You just don't know it. So that's why me being the educator that I am in the notary space, I'm not just going to tell you. I want you to learn. If you're not accustomed to reading, I want you to learn how to read those instructions. You have to. That's the make or break of our business. And most of us don't want to read. I'm not the biggest reader unless it's something I'm super interested in. I read because I have to. I have no choice. But yeah. No. You have to read those instructions. You have to. And some companies now, and you already know this, guys, they're sending out 3-4 pages of instructions. 3 or 4 pages of instructions. And why do they have to do that? Because we don't know what we're doing. They'll put on there, line 1, write the date. Line 2, sign your name. Line 3, ask the signer for ID. Line 4. And you sitting there like, what in the world? Chiquita says, amen. Working in the public, I see it every day. Grown folks not reading. For real. So we don't like to read. But in our business, guys, it's 90% reading. It's 90% reading. And there are certain companies right now, I won't even take their jobs because there's so many pages of instructions. I'm just like, I don't even feel like that. That's a lot of pressure. When I first started, they didn't really have instructions. You just kind of, either you knew it or you didn't. But because of so many people becoming notaries and, again, the lack of training out there, your state gives you the commission. You just go do your thing and you figure, I got this. I can wing it. They don't even have, they have to give 10 pages of instructions. So 10 pages of instructions, only two might actually be the signing of the documents.